And the next presentation will be from Professor, Head of Energy Technologies Department from LUT. Please welcome Juhani Hyvärinen.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Can you put up my slides, please? On, yeah, it's a PDF. All right, thanks. Can you put it in full screen mode? Or should I try? Yeah, it works. All right. Yes, thank you, Rauli, and thanks to the Ecomodernists for the invitation. It's my pleasure to share some of our insights from Lappeenranta University of Technology, or Lappeenranta-Lahti University of Technology, really. We've been dedicated to nuclear safety since 1975. We do a lot of other things in the university as well, but since this is about nuclear and shipbuilding, I thought that I would focus on the nuclear part. We don't do shipbuilding, okay. Lappeenranta is an inland site and we do some boat building, yes, but not real ships. There is a shoreline where there is a pier which the locals call harbor, but for me, who I come from the seaside, I was born in Hanko and grew up in Kotka, so real harbor has cranes and stuff like this, and we don't have that in Lappeenranta. But anyway, we've been working on nuclear safety for a very long time, and we also have had some unique modular district heating reactor ideas that size-wise are actually quite a bit smaller that has been discussed today, so quite many of those modules would actually fit on a hull of the size that has been described. We would rather aim for much smaller size. We've been doing a lot of work on experimental demonstration of various safety features of safety systems and components and doing the testing that Kirsi was referring to. So we can do environmental qualification as well if needed for safety systems. And our experience is that even for familiar technologies, you tend to run every now and then into things that you don't fully understand. And this is much more so for novel technologies. So I'm not terribly keen on these molten salt reactors, for example, or liquid metal cooled reactors. There are people who maintain that they will solve all the known safety problems of the light water reactors, and that may well be. But with the little experience that we have of those designs, I'm pretty sure that there will be plenty of surprises ahead for the people who actually build for the first units and operate them. We also have, like VTT, we have broad analytical capabilities, so we can do reactor analysis, we can do accident analysis, and we have top-notch legal and licensing support capabilities. We just a week ago published a study for the Ministry of Economy and Employment, a study that we did for 1.5 years to support the next nuclear law in Finland, or the update of the nuclear law to take into account the small size and modularity. And there are quite a lot of things in that report that are relevant to us today. Few things like economy of scale coming from numbers, not from large size. So in terms of energy policy and in terms of providing a product that is valuable for customers, I would say that we should have something that can be put elsewhere, not only on the shoreline of major oceans or seas, but also something that would be river transportable and that we could have on our lake shores. So it should have has to be small enough to fit into the Saimaa Canal, hoping that that canal will be navigable someday. Today it is really not, but maybe someday again. The benefit that I see in this business of integrating nuclear and shipbuilding is that, first of all, the maritime industry, the International Maritime Organization, already has a set of rules for nuclear merchant ships. And these rules are fairly reasonable. They are a bit old because there has not been that many, shall we say, merchant nuclear shipping lately, but they are there. So the precedent is there, and the benefit that I see in these rules is that it's a natural vehicle for international harmonization of how we go about these things, and that would prevent many of the cost issues that have plagued land-based nuclear. That there is too much fitting, site-specific fitting of products in land-based nuclear. So every big reactor is unique. The one built in Finland is different from the one built in France, which is different from the ones built in China, which are different from the ones being built in the UK, although they all go by the same acronym. So there is a lot of wasted effort in there, to be quite frank with you. And I can say it because our French delegation has left, so they won't mind. Maybe that's the main thing. I will stop there, but I really think that this idea that we should try to build these small reactors on a shipyard setting makes sense. Whether it has to be as large as has been proposed, maybe for some applications, maybe for saving the world globally. I'd be happy to save my own country and maybe the immediate Baltics, and for that purpose, smaller reactors, smaller size, larger numbers would do. And the international harmonization and technology neutral regulations. So some of the things that we are proposing in our report are actually technology neutral. Okay, so like what makes nuclear plants safe, considering not only technology but also siting and other factors. So thank you for this opportunity, and congratulations, Rauli, for completing this piece of work. This is really nice, really a nice piece of work, and certainly will fuel a lot of valuable discussion. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Juhani.